Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing my June TBR. I do have a very ambitious pile for June, mostly because the theme for a year-a-thon this month is finish / catch up on a series, and there are a lot of series that I want to catch up on or finish, mostly finish. So that's kind of my theme for the overall month as well, instead of just this week, because the year-a-thon starts yesterday, maybe depending on when I post this, or today. So yeah, let's get right into my TBR. I hate being sick, but the first book I'm currently reading is The Remedy by Suzanne Young. I've just started it, but this is the prequel companion to the program duology, and as I mentioned in my wrap-up, I love that duology, so I believe this is the only other book that's going to be added into this series. So I've already considered this series finished, but I just need to read this book and see what happens. And then I'm rereading The Wishing Spell by Chris Colfer, which is the first book in the Land of Stories series. If you've been watching my videos for about a year, you know I love Chris Colfer and I love this book. And believe it or not, I have not continued on with this series, so I just want to reread this and dive back into the world before continuing. I'm only about 50 pages in so far, but I'm loving it as much as I did the first time. If you don't know what the series is about, it is about two 12-year-old twins, Alex and Connor, and their whole life they've grown up with fairy tales being told to them by their grandmother and their father, and their father dies before their 11th birthday. And a year later, they stumble upon their grandmother's fairy tale book and end up in the world, or in the land of stories. And they come across the princesses like Cinderella and Snow White, and it's just so cute and so much fun. So I totally recommend you guys pick this series up. Then I want to pick up Killer Instinct by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is the sequel to The Naturals, and I just found out there's going to be a third book. I'm not sure if there's going to be another one after that. But this was one of my most anticipated reads of last year, and I did not end up getting to it, and it just kept getting pushed back. So I do want to pick this up this month and hopefully read it with my friend Keisha. So if you don't know what The Naturals is about, it is surrounding a group of teenagers that the FBI or the CIA, FBI call in to help them because they have enhanced natural abilities, like they're good at reading people or predicting probabilities, so they use them to help figure out cases involving serial killers and just other crimes that they can't solve. And the first book was so good, I read it in 2 sittings, so I can't wait to pick this one up. Then I want to pick up Reborn by Jennifer Rush. This is the 3rd book in the Altered Saga, and this one follows Nick's perspective, I believe, after everything that's happened. It kind of follows him on his journey to figure out who the girl is that he's been having flashbacks of, and what happens with the branch and all that stuff. So it's been a while since I read the first 2 books, so I'm probably going to have to go and read Captains and see if I can find some information about what happened. But this book came out this year, and it was also one of my most anticipated, so I can't wait to read it. Then I want to read I Will Happily Ever After. Obviously, I just want to finish this trilogy. I love it so much. I liked Anna more than I liked Lola, but I think this one takes place in New York. I think that's New York, and I love New York. I'm wishing I was in New York right now, but I'm not, so this might be as close as I can get right now. So, yeah. I don't know much about this story and what Isla's character is like, and I want to go into it that blind, so I just can't wait to read it. I'm sure it's going to be fantastic. Then I just have a little duology that I want to start and finish, and that is Stargirl and Love Stargirl by Jerry Spinelli. I believe this is a middle grade series about a girl who is bullied, and she's kind of odd. So yeah, that's about all I know about these 2 books. They are very short, so I'm hoping to start and finish this month, so it counts as another finished series. And yeah, I've heard good things, so I just can't wait to read them. And then the last 2 books that I have aren't series or anything. They're just books that I'm dying to read and really want to pick up this month. And the first one is Impulse by Ellen Hopkins. If you watch my wrap-up, you'll know I read Identical, and I loved it. And I've read almost all of the books that are featured on the back of this one, except for 2. So I need to read this one. And from the synopsis, it sounds like it kind of involves depression and suicide. So obviously that hits pretty close to home for me. but I love Ellen Hopkins, so I can't wait to see what she does with this one. And then the last book that I picked out for my TBR this month is Everyone Hanging Out Without Me and Other Concerns by Mindy Kaling. I love Mindy Kaling to death. The Mindy Project is one of my new favorite shows. Well, it's been on for a few years, but I just recently started watching it on Netflix. And I just find her hilarious, and I know she writes for the episodes and stuff, so I can't wait to see what this is. I think it's almost just like an autobiography of sorts, but it might also be like Ellen DeGeneres' book, where it's just like funny stories and stuff she tells. So I'm really interested. If you saw my post on Instagram, you would see that this is one of the top 5 books I wanted to read this summer. So might as well get it out of the way because I'm so excited, and it's very short. So yeah, those are the many books that I picked out to read this month. If you've read any of the books that I talked about, make sure you let me know what you thought of them down in the comments. I can't wait to get to all of them, so hopefully they are all featured in my wrap-up at the end of the month. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you'll be reading this month as well. I hope you have a great month, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!